So welcome students. इस क्वेश्चन में दिया है f of x is x cube minus x square plus x plus 1, a cubic function, and g of x is, if x lies between 0 and 1, g of x is maximum of f of t between 0 and x, and if x is in between 1 and 2, the definition is 3 minus x plus x square, g of x का definition. So g of x is piecewise defined. So 0 और 1 के बीच में ये वाला डेफिनेशन है, 1 और 2 के बीच में दिस इज द डेफिनेशन. सो एज यू कैन सी g of x का डेफिनेशन f of x का बिहेवियर में डिपेंड कर रहे हैं. ठीक है. सो यू आर आस्क्ड टू डिस्कस द कंटिन्यूटी एंड डिफरेंशिएबिलिटी ऑफ दिस g of x एट x is equal to 1. So before trying to analyze my g of x, I'll first try to analyze my f of x. क्योंकि g of x is maximum of f of t between 0 and x. इसका मतलब 0 g of अगर हाफ चाहिए आप मुझे, if I want g of half, I just want the maximum of f of t between 0 and half. 0 and x 0 and half के बीच में f of x का maximum value क्या है? That will be the value of g of x. So first let us analyze my function f of x. So a cubic function. So the graph will start from infinity and go to minus infinity. So first मैं maximum minimum के लिए analysis करता हूँ. So what is f dash of x? F dash of x is equal to 3x square minus 2x plus 1. So if this is equal to 0, okay, differentiation 0 for maximum and minimum. So this implies 3x square, this can be very easily factorized. Okay, 3x square minus 2x plus 1 कहाँ 0 होगा? Okay. 3 into 1 is 3. So आप देख सकते हैं this is not straightforwardly factorizable. So मैं इसका delta find करता हूँ. Delta is b square minus 4ac. 4ac is 12. That is equal to minus 8. So delta is less than 0. What is the meaning of this? This implies f dash of x is greater than 0 for all x. And this implies quadratic functions में हम we have seen this, that is if f dash of x is a quadratic equation, so quadratic equation का अगर delta less than 0 है तो the value of the expression is always positive. अगर x square का कोएफिशिएंट पॉजिटिव है तो x square का कोएफिशिएंट नेगेटिव है तो the value of the expression is always negative. So there are two cases. So f dash of x is always greater than 0. What is the meaning of it? That means f of x is always increasing. f of x is always increasing. So अगर इसका ग्राफ ड्रॉ किया तो so it's an always increasing function. So there are no maximas and minimas. So इसका ग्राफ कैसे होगा? x equal to 0 पे 1 है, इसके बाद ऐसे इंक्रीज होते रहेगा, नीचे भी इंक्रीज होते रहेगा. ठीक है. It's always an increasing function. ठीक है. So this is our analysis of the function f of x. Now let us go to the function g of x. g of x क्या है? If x is in between 0 and 1, g of x is maximum of f of t between 0 and x. So मान लीजिए इसका मतलब है, let us take an example. If I want g of half, that is nothing but maximum of f of t as t goes between 0 and half. So हम अभी एनालिसिस किया, f of x is always increasing. So t 0 and half में f of t का मैक्सिमम वैल्यू क्या आएगा? f of half ही आएगा. So 0 and 1 के बीच में the function is always increasing. So 0 to half के बीच में what is the maximum value of f of t? It is nothing but f of half. So this will be equal to f of half. अगर g of 3/4 चाहिए तो is nothing but maximum of f of t where t lies between 0 and 3/4. So again f of x is always increasing. So 0 and 3/4 के बीच में f of t का सबसे मैक्सिमम वैल्यू कहाँ आएगा? 3/4 पे आएगा. So this will be f of 3/4. Now I think you are able to see the pattern. So between 0 and 1 f of x is always increasing. So 0 and x के बीच में f of t का सबसे मैक्सिमम कहाँ आएगा? f of x पे आएगा. So the function can be written as g of x is equal to f of x if x lies between 0 and 1 and 3 minus x plus x square if 1 less than x less than or equal to half. And f of x already आपको दे दिया, this is a cubic function, ठीक है, that is equal to f of x is x cube minus x square plus x plus 1. So g of x is this function between 0 and 1, this function between 1 and half. So now let us try to analyze the continuity and differentiability. So what is g of 1 plus what is the right limit of g of x? ठीक है, दोनों functions बहुत straight forward, आप direct substitution कर सकते हैं लिमिट के लिए, ठीक है. So f of 1 plus is just put x equal to 1 here, so आपको 3 आएगा. So what is g of 1 minus? 1 minus में ये वाला function काम करेगा, just put x is equal to 1 here, 1 minus 1 plus 1 plus 1. So g of 1 minus is 2. So g of 1 plus 3 minus 1 plus 1. So आपको 1 plus में right limit आपको 3 हो रहे, left limit आपको 2 हो रहे. That means g of x is discontinuous at x is equal to 1. So अगर continuous नहीं है तो obviously differentiable भी नहीं होगा. So our final answer is f of x is neither continuous nor differentiable at x is equal to 1. Thank you.